In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in.
What's going on, everybody?
The cats. They're eating.
I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. That was conservative, former Trump Republican, now Democratic Party mega donor, Megaphonics' remix. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker, in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. Let me tell you, okay, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. I ended the broadcast last night after a short 9-hour stream, another half day. This guy is lazy. Everybody knows communists are fucking lazy, okay? Ugh. God, nobody wants to work anymore. I try to watch a little bit of Spy Family, but I'm kind of bored of it. I'm in a content hole right now. I really need like a new solid anime to dive into that's like not going to be a tremendous undertaking. Like I don't need like a One Piece style, like long convoluted sequential anime. I need something like that's fucking hot, something that's fast, that sort of situation, you know? But I haven't been able to figure it out. No, don't say solo leveling. Don't say Dungeon Meshi, I heard, is good. Terminator Zero seems interesting. And Dun Da Dawn has a really solid opener, so I might actually take a look at that one. Fruit Basket, Assassination Classroom, Gunslinger. Okay, we'll figure it out. I should have never actually said that because every single person now, all the goddamn weebs are going to be freaking out. Anyway, personal news-wise, in a content black hole a little bit. It's fine. Don't really have too much time anyway. Don't really have too much time in between the stop streaming and start streaming moment. I gotta probably take a day off at this point because I'm starting to feel it a little bit. I woke up and I was in a bad mood. I woke up and I was in a bad mood. I felt a little groggy, felt a little tired, probably because, like, you know, I've been doing the damn thing quite a bit. I've been doing the damn thing a lot. I've been going pretty fucking hard, if you guys haven't noticed, right? So you know, in that process, I usually end up I start getting a little agitated, you know, easily agitated. And that's not a good thing. It's not necessarily a good thing. It's a bad thing. It makes the content worse overall. And I think it probably doesn't show my best face to newer people or people in the edges, people that are just like now tuning in. Also, look at this fucking bug bite, dude. What is happening? Mosquitoes are all over the place. The mosquito. Woke up this morning. Remember, I told you guys yesterday there was a gate guy that came in, right? Because my gate is broken. My front gate's broken. But yeah, I have a gate in my driveway and it was busted, right? So I had this guy come over, take a look at it, take a look at the back gate too at the same time for some fucking reason. This motherfucker broke my back gate. So this morning I wake up, I'm about to leave the house to go live. I have Kaya in the back seat. Okay, I get out of my goddamn garage. I can't open the back gate. This guy fucked up both of my gates now. So I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm trying to fix it. I'm Mr. Frankie Fix It. You already know I'm a handyman. All right, I grab the screwdriver. I'm like tracing. I go to the breaker box, look to see if any of the circuit breakers were tweaked or anything like that. And it's one of those fucking dumbass like reset ones. It turns out everything is just turn it on and turn it off. Okay, literally everything. Computer problem, turn it on and off. You got a problem with your, you know, old ass machine that is you know, this mechanical thing that is no longer working as good as it used to. Turn it on, turn it off. I call my rocket genius brother. He's on like a naval mission or some shit. He's on a fucking boat somewhere. This motherfucker's like working on some goddamn spaceship or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay, he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, dog, this is why you need to help out. This is why you need to help out when there's like, you know, when me and my mom are trying to call a handyman. Because you know this shit. You know, like the technical stuff. You know, if this guy fucks something up, like you can trace it back to the point of the problem, right? Whatever. Boeing on strike? Well, no, he's not, because he's not unionized, and it's not the union or even the thing that he's working on. That's an entirely separate part of Boeing. He's a scab? Yeah, he's a scab. That's not how this works, guys. Murat doesn't work on the commercial airliners. And Murat is also not unionized anyway. There is a unionized aspect to their production, but he's not a part of the unionized workforce. Anyway, leftists who have never worked, leftists who don't understand how unions work, leftists who don't understand how strikes work, coming in. He works on the private airliners like the Trump airplane. That's actually not even a joke. I think I don't know if he actually worked on that, but like that would be an aspect of his job for sure. Air Force One would be something that he would work on. Oh, so he's a top dog, lol? No, dog. There are literally people. There are people in this community who work alongside Marat. I don't know if you guys know this, but there are literally people in here. No, they're not top dogs at all. They're just even more exploited. No, dog. Fucking engineers at Boeing are not the top dogs. I promise you. As a matter of fact, half of the reason why the Boeing airplanes are fucking, you know, dropping left and right is a direct consequence of the fact that no, the engineers are no longer in charge. It's the tyranny of the majority of Boeing. Yeah, they're a workers co-op. they're a workers co-op. It's all the engineers that run the show there. Anyway, I ended up fucking fixing the gate. But I'm pissed off at this point. I'm late to my lift. The gate guy was like, bro, this shit is like old as hell. You need to replace the whole goddamn thing. Okay, I'm like, Jesus Christ, whatever, fine. But like, you fucked up my other gate, so now I don't trust you. You didn't check after you were like done tweaking it to see if like you tripped any of the fucking circuits or anything like that. I have like one of those power outlets that resets. It resets if it gets wet. It resets if it just like randomly trips a circuit, it resets. So it turns out it was one of those situations where I just had to press the button to make sure it reset again. Anyway, you're getting scammed, brother. I know, dude. There's not really much you can do about it. Okay, yeah, the GFCI, I don't know what it is, but probably not a bad thing, but you should know that. You should fucking check it before you leave, you know? Anyway, I fixed that shit. I go lift. I'm in a bad mood though, right? I'm tired. I'm groggy. Mornings have been kind of like humid. And honestly, everything changed. Okay, everything changed. First of all, trigger warning, Laura Loomer, Donald Trump. Everything changed because I went into my fucking squats today and I just hit that shit like it owed me money. You know what I mean? I threw it back like I was paying for college. I'm gonna give you guys a warning here. This is 320 pounds. It's not like a crazy amount of weight, but it's also like nothing to write home about. You know what I mean? Sorry. It's also like nothing to say is a little, is not a little bit of weight. It's definitely a good amount of weight. I wouldn't say it's a crazy amount of weight. Once you know, if I get up to like the 360s, I'll say it's a crazy amount of weight, even for someone of my size, right? Normally I was going for 10s, right? My workout on my leg days have been primarily focused on hitting like 10ers over and over again. You know, 10 for 225, then you go up 10 for 285, then you go up 10 for, and then my top set usually is like 10 for 285, right? And that is a decent amount of weight to put up for 10. But today we went with lower reps, but higher weight because I wanted to see if I could get under this level of weight, right? So I did that. I went up to my top set, which I did last week, if you recall, which was 285, I think, or 290 or something like that. And I was able to do that without a belt. Okay. And I ripped that shit. It was easy. Okay. No belt, ripped it. And then I was like, okay, I'm feeling confident. Went up to 310. I was supposed to hit 6 for 310 and then see where I could go from there. I couldn't do 6 for 310. I did 5 for 310, but the form was pretty good. So I was like, let's go up to 320. So we did 320 pounds. And I did it for 3, but I was being very, very careful. I had the belt on for 310 as well. Let's take a look. And you'll notice that FLOKKY is completely correct. This is also like the heel elevation in this situation is also because like there's an angle because we've been deadlifting here for too long and we've like fucked up the ground. So the ground is a little wonky. So in order to do a little bit of safety, no safety bars either, by the way, just, not safe at all. I'm gonna be honest. I really need to take better care of all this shit. But like, there's a slight heel elevation here in order to ensure stability, right? Shit's looking like a goddamn sinkhole out here. But I unfortunately placed them a little too close. FLOKKY is the hostile heavy lifting correspondent. Yes, he is the most brolic in this community. He can outlift everyone in this community. He's a power lifter, okay? He's fucking brolic as shit. His squats would destroy me, okay? I see him fucking putting up like 5 plates to tell conservatives that they're fucking weak. Anyway, here it is. It's a little tight.
Hold up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up. I sat down, crust, turn my neck, shut him up.
So on the second one, I go forward a little bit, right? This is a thing that I do all the time from my low bar back squatting days, where I just end up like unnecessarily turning the exercise into a fucking good morning if I can't get the explosiveness from the bottom of the lift, which is definitely a dangerous thing to do, especially at this goddamn weight. You know, 320 pounds is like not a little amount of weight. You know what I mean? FLOKKY, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this goddamn demon. What do you got on there? What is that? Are those those are the 55 pounders or the 45 pounders? It's like 572. God damn. 572. How much can you do for 572? My deadlift PR is 500, but only for tool amount. I've hit 661. So probably this for 5. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. I don't know what my lifetime PR is, but like I can like, I think at a certain point I was doing 405s for 10, but that's it. Like and deadlifts are definitely my strongest lift for sure. It's the only lift out of all of the lifts that like gives me a little bit of an advantage. Like the size advantage is only prominent in deadlifts. You trying to go Brett 365 weight like Anthony Fantano self challenge? Yeah, I mean, my goal is to get up to 365 on the squats, but like be able to consistently do, like, my realistic weightlifting goal is to be able to hit 365 for 10 with like good form. And I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Anyway, the last one.
My body trying to go for a ride. I put bit knives right on her dash. I put the mask on cause I be fried. All red, I stay with the fat.
Do you see that? I pushed forward too much and I got real toey with it. You see that? It's very dangerous. That's not a good idea. That's how you fuck your back up, okay?
All red, we pull up and fight.
But it's nothing to me because it's only 320 pounds. That shit's nothing. I could probably fucking spin that shit around, dude. Still recovered. Put it up there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Not bad at all. But I will say, when you're under that much weight, especially if you're not used to it, if you haven't done it in a while, if you haven't done it in a while, it's like, I'm seeing stars at that point. Okay. I'm fucking seeing stars. You beat Black Myth Wukong yet? No, I haven't. Damn, there's a lore video on Black Myth Wukong. Fuck yeah. Sweat lores talk shit no matter how good you are online, I'm sure, but you've made way faster progress than me, and I'm not dog shit at games in the least. No, I think most of my naysayers and haters also recognize that like there's only one type of game that I'm good at, and it's like the From Software style games that I'm decent at, and Wukong is like easier than From Software games in general too, so I'm just fucking clapping ass cheeks left and right, just smacking them. Here's a video comparing all the English and Chinese voice actors. No, what I was gonna say is like doing a VaatiVidya style lore video about Wukong is pretty funny because it's like built off of an established lore, unlike fucking, you know, something George R.R. Martin and Miyazaki came up with in terms of like From Software. So like it's funny to do like a VaatiVidya style lore video on something that already exists. It would be like doing VaatiVidya style lore video on God of War, right? Actually different than God of War because God of War is at least like made up. Well, I guess all myth is made up, but like God of War takes a different spin on pre-existing myths, whereas I feel like Wukong is the exact same of the same myth. Yeah. Oh, this was really funny. Y'all peep how Palestinians are very quiet about Venezuelan and Haitian slander, but was guilt tripping everyone all year to support them. Chile. That is not a black person that wrote that. Okay. Chile. Can I switch accounts? I'm getting nowhere with this one. Stand firm, soldier. Nice try, federal agent. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Pretty young tenderoni, hottie _black. You're the unhinged one, not me, babe. Definitely not a federal agent. Guys, you don't understand. This is definitely not a federal agent trying to sow unnecessary diversionary tactics. Create splinters. No, this is definitely a real black woman. At this point, so much of social media is bots. Some of those bots are Russian. Some of those bots are Israeli. Some of those are real, you know, operatives managing the bots. But it's like obvious to me. I can't believe I'm becoming like a Russiagate style guy at this point. But in the eve of this like Tenet stuff, as you guys know, where Tenet Media, an American media company that was, you know, funded and facilitated by Russian operatives, specifically created to, you know, sow misinformation, present misinformation and create sympathies and diversions and engage in divisive rhetoric in American political discourse, including but not limited to giving money by the hundreds of thousands of dollars a month or a week, actually, for the likes of Tim Pool. Now I see this stuff like regularly, and there is definitely shit out here where it's like, there's definitely like very obviously bot shit out here. Like I saw an account on here where it was like talking about how, you know, a Haitian was caught eating a cat in Ohio, USA. And it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like no one in America would say Ohio, USA. That's not a thing. Like, no, I know we got some dumbasses that basically operate like fucking bots, but ain't no bot is saying Ohio, USA. The very fact that you said Ohio, USA makes it obvious that you're probably not from here. I've been a little surprised how little you think government agencies pay to social media, especially after BLM and Palestine movements. Like I get not wanting to be conspiratorial, but at this stage, I think the FBI cares enough to do stuff like this. Yes. I think the number one problem, and I'm telling you right now, I was listening to some fucking crank dude who went to a security conference at 9/11, and he was talking about their number one priorities now. It's no longer ISIS or Al-Qaeda or the Taliban. It's Iran. And I was like, yeah, no shit, dumbass. Of course it's no longer ISIS, because that's our guys. Those are our guys. Why the fuck would the FBI be like, we're really worried about ISIS? Back then, when they said we're really worried about ISIS, they were simply using that to also expand on the surveillance state. So now they're saying their attention has shifted over to Iran, and they're running with the fucking argument that like Iran is absolutely manipulating American social media and that everybody got caught flat-footed openly. They're admitting this. The FBI and other fucking agencies are openly saying we got caught flat-footed. We had no idea that there would be so much support for Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad amongst the American youth. Straight up. That's what they're saying, which is ironic because that's what they used to say about the Viet Cong. Okay? It's the exact same shit. It's the exact same nonsense. It's no different. Anyone that tries to tell you is different is being a little delulu, okay? Of course, people can make up their own minds and recognize the wrong things that the American government is funding and facilitating, especially when it's something as glaringly obvious as fucking genocide. This does not mean that people are like being funded by the Iranian government. Are they delusional or lying? It's a part of both. It's a part of both. They're part delusional, part lying. Mostly lying, though. They're mostly lying.